Greetings all. Welcome to Virtual Orton Gillingham Training. My mission today is to provide you with an overview of the class and the syllabus. We'll be discussing support, expectations, both yours and ours, and finally, requirements, overall and daily. Please make sure you're running a current version of the Zoom application. If necessary, install any pending updates prior to our first meeting. Then register for our Zoom meeting using the link on the syllabus. At the end of the registration process, you will receive a message from Zoom indicating approval. This approval will also have a URL to join the meeting. You'll also receive an email from Zoom with the same information. Sadly, this registration process is not a one-and-done activity. You'll need to register again prior to each daily meeting. Next, you will see our meeting schedule for the coming weeks. While by now many of you are likely better Zoom users than I am, if you'd like a little refresher on Zoom navigation, there's a recommendation right below the meeting schedule. And what about other support? Throughout the course, if you need support, please email us. Contact information is on the front of your syllabus. And always feel free to raise any questions with your instructors during or after the daily Zoom series. As the syllabus indicates, support is available Monday through Thursday, 8 to 4. Turning then to page 2 labeled What to Expect as a Participant, you'll find a broad overview of the course. The course content is distributed over 6 days. Each day includes 3 types of activities: independent activities, virtual activities, and proficiency activities. Looking first at the independent activities, these include reading pages in your manual, watching videos, and finally, independent practice. All these activities should be completed prior to participating in that day's virtual sessions. Virtual activities are a daily Zoom. During the Zoom call, we will rotate through select topics. Generally, this will include a short instructor overview, followed by partner practice. Finally, we round out the day with proficiency activities, which include daily knowledge checks, video submissions, instructor sign-offs, and an end-of-course knowledge survey and feedback form. On page 2, you'll find a summary of course requirements. Please spend a few moments and review these so you don't have any surprises toward the end of the course. On pages 3 through 8, you'll find the detailed daily requirements with descriptions and links. Let's look more closely at Day 1, page 3. The day begins with an overview of the day, followed by 3 tables for independent activities, virtual activities, and proficiency activities. In the far left-hand side of each table, you'll also find a checkbox for your record-keeping purposes. Looking more closely at the Independent Activities table, to the right of your checkbox, you'll see the topic. We encourage you to work through the topics in the order they're presented, as information on each topic may build on a previous one. Next, you'll find the pages in the manual supporting this topic. These pages should be read along with or after the video on this topic. Next, you'll find the links to the video and the time requirements for each of these videos. And finally, suggestions for independent practice, which will either be blank or yes. If it says yes, we're recommending independent practice on this subject. Turning to virtual activities. On the far right-hand side, you'll see materials. These are materials you should have available to you to successfully participate in that day's Zoom activities. On the left, you'll see a listing of all the various activities for the day. Finally, this page wraps up with proficiency activities. Proficiency activities include the daily knowledge check and other subjects, such as flip video demonstrations, sign up for instructor sessions, knowledge survey, and feedback form. On Day 6, we include a link for the end-of-course knowledge survey. We suggest the following approach to the knowledge survey. In the front pocket of your manual is a hard copy of the knowledge survey we use in our face-to-face training sessions. That's what you see displayed here. This document is very similar to the electronic version we're using for virtual training. It has been modified slightly so as not to use open-ended questions. Throughout training, use this printed form, gradually working through the responses. On the last day of training, you'll find a link. Access the link and respond to the questions using the paper version for support. With this approach, you should be able to easily complete the online survey. At the end of the course, we'll be asking for your feedback. Please tell us what you think. Be as specific as possible. We encourage you to keep notes throughout the course to support you in this activity. Often, by the time you get to day 6, it's difficult to remember what you thought on day 1 and 2. This feedback is important to us. We're always looking for ways to improve instruction and better support you. And with that background, we have a couple more videos on orientations, and then we'll get started on our course. Thanks for joining us.